Well, streaming is over. Thanks for enjoying the ride.
Yeah,
Let me
I
get.
just realized what I did. I'll
Oh
fix
well.
that. I'll fix that after this one.
All
Sorry,
right.
folks.
Do you want to do the intro, or do you really care?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Welcome everybody to another podcast. It's the second one of the Rants of Highway 34.
Yeah.
Yep. We hope to make these a little bit more often, but we're trying to find ourselves a schedule and when to do it. And quite frankly, we actually have to have something to talk about. But yeah.
Yeah. And with the holidays coming up, it's going to be even harder.
Oh no, trust me, I'm gonna have a lot of things to talk about, especially with my family around.
Bad thing is, I've known your family for almost 30. So
I'm not
yeah.
talking about my family.
But
I'm
yeah,
talking about my
I
in-laws.
know.
Start with
I know you're talking about your
the topic,
in-laws.
and we'll work from there.
I'll just say, at least I have nothing to say about my in-laws. Not a damn one.
Not because
Wow.
you know she'll kill you if you did.
No, I get along with my sister-in-laws and my in-law, mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Well, speaking of holidays, that's what the first rant is about. You know.
Except for Michael.
Yeah. I told both of you in the group chat. I don't know if you guys are paying attention.
Is it my internet that's laggy, or is it just mine?
It might just be yours. I don't know. Mine's not lagging.
I'm good.
Ghost is moving fine. I'm moving fine. You're moving slow. That's why I disconnected from my Wi-Fi. Otherwise, mine would be all fritzy. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from this, from everybody that listens in on Spotify or watches these streams. But I brought it up this week at work, and oh my God, 5 people started chewing my backside for even bringing up this topic. And then I told them why, and they're like, yes, that is something that you need to bitch, moan, and rant about on your podcast on Saturday. Christmas is in December.
Yep.
Thanksgiving is this coming Thursday. And Halloween was last month.
Yep.
2 days before Halloween, I walk into a store. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want them getting pissy. But they know who they are. I walk in. There's the clearance aisle of all your Halloween stuff.
Oh, there's Walmart.
And then just on the other side, Christmas.
That's Walmart. I don't have to be there to know that's what a Walmart
And then I leave. And then I leave, and I go to a grocery store, and they have Christmas stuff up already.
So your question is, when should Christmas stuff be going up?
Not just that. Why do people put up their Christmas trees before Black Friday? I can see putting up your Christmas tree Black Friday because Thanksgiving's over.
I actually had, in preparation for this, I actually did interview a couple people about this at work. And they said,
the day of Thanksgiving, we could have that.
do you want to I don't want to climb outside and hang up my Christmas decorations in this cold weather. I want to do it while it's still warm. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I could see you putting like your Christmas lights on your house like during the summer months. My dad did that growing up, but we never plugged them in until after Thanksgiving.
Exactly. I mean, because
you drive around Ottumwa, where you two are at, or Fairfield here at night, and I guarantee you're going to see at least 3 to 4 houses, if not more, with their Christmas lights already plugged in.
Yeah, there's a couple up the road from where I'm living.
Exactly. So, I think you shouldn't. Most people, I don't think, are going to agree with this because at that exact point, it's too cold outside. I'm a wuss. I don't want to go outside. Or as closer and closer to Thanksgiving, I'm going to be super busy. So why can't I put up my decorations now? You're skipping over a holiday where you need to be thankful for what you have, but yet you're too worried. This is where I'm going to get the hate from this. You're too worried about a holiday where you're going to get gifts instead of worried about thanking God and everything for what you have, like your family, your job, your children.
Not to mention what's a Christmas holiday is supposed to really be about.
Exactly.
That's
It's not about giving.
or
It's about the man upstairs.
celebrating the birth of his son. Correct. But that's we're not preaching here. That's for my other channel. Um, uh, I get there really is no festivities at a store for Halloween. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving merchandise, except for the food and
Excuse me for a second. Headster, I know this is you watching me. Get off your freaking ass and join us one of these days instead of messaging me on Facebook.
anyway.
Go ahead.
There really is. Is there really like quote Thanksgiving merchandise? I mean, I don't really see there is, except for the food. I mean, is that really like something where Walmart or your other stores can really plaster a whole Thanksgiving section? But I mean, so I get why after Halloween, but I'd say this much: I'm sick and tired of hearing Christmas songs in November.
Let's just put it this way. I was at your town, my hometown, at Walmart, like you said, and this was before Halloween.
Yeah.
And in case you can't see it, it's a paw print. It says Christmas at the bottom.
We see it.
So, yeah, I honestly think stores need to wait until the 1st of December to start celebrating their Christmas holiday stuff, or at least wait until after Thanksgiving.
No, they should have it up for Black Friday, because that's why people are doing it.
Yeah. Or at least have it out, but have it covered so no one can see it. Because I know I'm not the only one that's going to bitch and moan, oh, they got Christmas stuff all out. Or the week of Christmas, oh, they got Valentine's Day crap out already.
And Valentine's Day, they already got the 4th of July shit ready.
It's like every holiday, 2 to 3 months prior, it's on the shelves.
Yeah.
I complain about it every time I walk into a store.
With me,
and they have a holiday that's 2-3 months down the line. My wife looks at me and says, aren't you ever going to stop bitching? I'm like, no. There's an 18-year-old I work with. Her daughter just had her first birthday, and I brought this little tidbit up to her, and boy, that was a mistake. For the next 15 minutes, it was, don't get me started. People need to be respectful for Thanksgiving and wait until after Thanksgiving to celebrate the man upstairs. I am never mentioning having Christmas stuff out before Thanksgiving at work ever again. But I want to know. Leave a comment on any of these channels. Once this podcast is over, it's going to be available on Insidious Streaming, Insidious and Ghost Talking Football's YouTube channel. Ghost, you want me to put it up on your Twitch?
I haven't really got it activated yet, but knock yourself out. I don't give two shits.
Okay.
No,
So, yeah.
The thing is, though, I grew up with a big house, and my family had the Christmas lights hanging up on the house all year long. But you're right. They didn't plug them in till after Thanksgiving.
And for those of you that are new to this podcast or have been living under a rock, have been watching and don't pay attention, the Ghost and I have known each other, 30 years next year? It's next year. It's 30.
Holy shit.
And we have been brothers from another mother, best friends for that long. And then
that's why we both have some psychological problems.
Right. And then Insidious joined the fray, in middle school? He's too busy staring at the fact that the Cowboys lost this weekend, aren't you?
Cowboys haven't played yet. What are you talking about? They play tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about last weekend. Oh. But yeah. So yeah, we've known each other, me and Ghost, 30 Mr. I'm not going to speak tonight because he has a cold. Joined the fray about what? We graduated with 18, so about 20 years ago. No, 25. Fuck, I don't fucking know.
I graduated middle 5. You graduated middle 4.
Yes, I know. We've met you in middle school.
Moving on.
Okay, there's a little tidbit about the three of us. Ghost, you told me you had something to rant about, and I want to hear it because I haven't seen none of it.
No,
Okay.
no. I do. I have a new rant I want to add.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do we have to bring up how fucking old we are?
We're not that old. We're still in our prime.
We are too damn old. Damn it.
We're still in our prime, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
YouTube, Twitch, you could Facebook, you could censor this. I don't care. But there's
We're in our 30s.
I am
we're in our 50s. We're still in our prime.
Newsflash, in case you don't know this, for those that are listening or watching, I'm the oldest out of the three of us. Just a fun fact. And another fun fact, I don't know if Ghost even knows this.
Yeah, I'm the youngest because I still got all my teeth.
Is on Ghost. What's funny is my Twitch anniversary is on your birthday, Michael.
Cute. All right.
Or Ghost.
All right. So here's my problem. Okay. So new topic. So this is slightly political, but slightly personal as well. The powers that be in our country just made a law to protect marriages, and that's great. All forms of unique marriages, and that's fine. But they compared an interracial marriage to a homosexual marriage. They say they put them in the same sentence. We are making this law to protect homosexuals and interracial marriages. Since when were interracial marriages even on the docket, even a threat? I mean, since a long time ago, it's been nothing. And you know who my wife is. You know I'm in an interracial marriage. And you know... Now, and I know some of our merchandise on your podcast, I get it. And because of you have certain people in your family, and I got certain people in my family that we got LGBTQ community people. Yep. You may be an ally of it. People that know me know that I'm not. I don't advocate against it. I'm just not an ally. There's a difference. But, and Insidious will know this because we've argued with a certain asshole on Facebook, and one of his cronies literally said to me, if you don't agree with me, you're a horrible human being. Since when are we in that kind of a country? I mean, Insidious should know who I'm referring to.
I'm just going to say something real quick.
I mean, but just for me to be compared in that same phrase is like, why? I mean, where did that come from?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it when you messaged me about this earlier. And I know a lot. I think probably too many to count on my hands and toes. I know a lot of people that are either part of the LGBT or are in interracial marriage. But out of all of them, I think you and your wife are probably the best interracial couple that I know. And I'm not just saying that because she was born in, my mind's blowing a blank, India?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remembered. It's been a while. So, your wife, bless her heart, puts up with a lot of shit dealing with you and me. But the fact is, she is an amazing person, and I'm glad. And I have never once said this, so I'm actually getting a little teary-eyed even thinking about saying this to you. But seeing how happy she makes you, I'm so proud that you guys found each other. No, you can continue.
I'm just saying, I just want to know why the comparison. I mean, I know
there shouldn't be.
I know why they did it. It's just to protect. So when they voted on it, they knew no one would vote against the interracial part So they connected with the homosexual part to make sure it got passed because not everybody is a big fan of that. And it
Yeah.
happens, and this shit happened because the whole Roe versus Wade got overturned. But the reality is, people don't understand. It never got overturned. It just got thrown back to the states. So when the election came around, like it just did a week ago, we, the people, got to vote whether or not we wanted abortion to be legal or not. Let us make our own decisions, kind of like how this country was founded on. But people only read what they want to read, and they only hear what they want to hear instead of actually, I don't know, reading. But whatever. Shit. I deal with people at work that don't even know how to write a check.
You can just imagine how many checks we get. We're the only franchise that still takes checks.
I got to
And
write them every day.
half the time, I can't even read them.
I'm just saying, this people can't even read cursive anymore. I mean, I swear. I mean,
Yeah, from what I've been told, they took learning cursive out of schools.
Yep. So you put the original Declaration of Independence in front of them or the Constitution in front of them, they're going to look at you like you're
Like,
brain
what the
dead.
heck does this say?
Yes, insidious.
Conspiracy theory time.
This is fact. I'm glad you brought that up, Michael, because a while back, about 3 weeks ago, actually, there was a congressman who's been in there for a long time. He's on the Democratic side for about 50 years. Now, he took an oath, correct? They all do? They all take an oath? Sworn and protect the
To
Constitution?
protect the
Correct?
Constitution, yeah, they do.
And with that right there, right there,
Well, that's
that
more
is
of a
the
three
Second
percenter
Amendment
flag
behind
than
me.
the United States
This
flag. But yeah, go ahead.
congressman, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, listen. But written on this flag is the Second Amendment. That's what's written on it. Full detail. Okay? This congressman, now, certain part of the of it he did not know about, but he took an oath to protect it. When they recited the Second Amendment to him, the part he did not like is when he said that they can defend themselves against tyranny. And his response was, well, who gave them permission to do that? Our forefathers that signed the Declaration gave us
I'm going to say that the
that
people
right.
that gave him permission to do that, it would be like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Ben Franklin, and everybody else that wrote their name on that declaration.
But this guy could not get over the fact that they actually put in there and fight against our government. Well, who told them to do that? These are the people we voted for. They don't even know the damn Constitution,
I'm still trying to figure out how two
but
dead
they're in
people got
there.
voted in. But that's beside the point.
I just think it's funny that we broke one of our number one rules
When in the
for
hell
this
did that happen?
podcast.
I'm not trying to bring politics in this. I really am not. This is more of a personal endeavor.
I know. I'm like, in
Hey,
case
I
you're
mean,
wondering,
hey,
no politics,
hey.
no religion. That was the original agreement. But this is okay because I understand it.
marriage between a man and a woman shouldn't be political at any
No, it
point
shouldn't.
at all. That's what
Marriage
pisses
between
me off.
anybody shouldn't be a political, in my view.
Well, that's fair enough. No, you're right. It shouldn't. It should be a moral standpoint.
Well, I know a lot of LBGQ
I do too.
I
Again,
got one.
whatever.
I
you're an
got one.
ally. I'm not. But
I
here's
got
the thing. I'm not
one.
also advocating against it. See, there's
You're
a
over there saying you got one. Are you a member of it there, Insidious?
Hey, oh, I got one. I got one. I got one. You guys are talking about marriages and stuff like that. What about California when you can marry your damn car? I'll let you stew on that one for a moment.
Uh, I've lost. Look,
And there's another woman that's
anything,
married to a tree.
anything on the
Think
West
about
Coast
that.
is just not America anymore. Just cut that line off, and we can keep East California. Okay, just it's.
I'll
no
let you know
longer-
what I think when this is gone.
Look,
Okay, it's gone. Tell us what you think.
Actually, it's not
No,
gone, but
literally.
yeah.
There's also a woman married a tree.
You're talking about California. We all three know someone that I know very
She's
well
married
used
to
to
a
live
tree.
in California.
And
Don't
you know
get
what's
me to say it.
sad? Well, I just
She
want to add,
goes.
they also have life insurance policies on these two things.
But she doesn't live in Cali no
So-
more,
You
so I
heard that,
can't
right?
say it.
what does the tree get if she goes first? Because mostly trees live longer than humans.
Her soul? I don't know.
Hey, I just want to know how they're going to write it up if they cut it down.
Ugh.
Does
Death
she
by
get?
chainsaw.
Yeah, does she get half the tree?
Oh my gosh.
It's murder. It's murder. I'm sorry.
Well,
I can't.
But yeah, as
To have
Eleanor
life
North,
insurance on a tree,
please tell. Did they pass that?
hey, the sex must be bad. Because that's got to hurt.
Well,
talk about splinters.
I've
Yeah.
heard of having a Woody, but that's ridiculous.
I'm done.
Okay, Coroner Chief, I guess we're wrapping it up early
Hello,
tonight.
and I have no idea what we wrote.
All right.
Kyle V in the CV. I have no clue what you just said.
But congratulations, you have made the list.
Who's that?
I have no clue. Somebody on the Highway 34 Connection Twitch page.
I don't know. I'm still stuck with the tree and how, God, that must hurt. What's she
Yeah, the
doing
reason
over
why
there?
I'm
She's
okay with-
riding that tree.
The only reason why I'm even okay with Ghost bringing this up is just because of the fact I am ordained. But you're right. Why the heck are they? I don't know. I guess they're morons. I don't know why they would do something like that.
I just want to know.
I know why, but because no one would vote
Why
against
would
interracial
you-
marriage, but they'd vote against a gay
Okay.
marriage.
Well, it isn't just
It was an
that.
underhanded
You look
trick,
at
is what
all
they
of
did.
it. All of it in general. It isn't just a trick. They know what they're doing. It's a mind control mechanism, and they know what they're doing.
I know.
They know if they
I know
bring
what
up
it is.
race, it draws voting. Democrats are good with that. They love that splitting thing that they're doing. So as long as they can keep a conversation talking, they are going to keep doing it. So how do you keep a conversation talking? Bring up something that doesn't exist until they bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you hear any political person talk about race until it's time for election? None. There just isn't any. 4 years, you will not hear anything from race until election time. Same way with this gender queer shit. All got started election time. Now you go into what you're talking about. It was brought up during an election. That Democrat elected because of what they believe in.
That's not
Which
what.
is bullshit.
And here's the thing: they don't even believe in it. They just do it to pander for the votes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway,
That's why I said the voter believes it. And as long as you have voters that believe in outright stupidity, they will jump right on that ship.
anyway.
But which to show you how many racial peoples are still in existence.
Honestly, this election proved just how divided this nation really is. The Senate got 51-49. It's practically still evened. all around the states. The Republicans got the House this time. It's 219 to 213. They think it'll be about 220, 214 at the end of it. That's really close. For governors, there's 26 governors that are Republicans, 24 Democrats. It is split. It's not one giant red. It's not one giant blue. It is split. It just shows just how divided this country really is. And it's not. And they can blame Trump. They can blame Obama. They can blame Biden.
Let me ask
the
you
fact
something.
of the matter is, it's hatred.
How do we? Oh, Biden did it really. Obama did it way before fucking Trump ever did. I'll tell you that right now.
But it's just hatred. People just find a way to use it to
Any
hatred.
lefties who
I mean,
want
think
to
about
try
it.
to prove
Why
me
do
wrong,
people
try
like
it.
when we debate somebody on Facebook? Why do they say to us, "Unless you agree with what I think, you're a horrible person"? For people to say that, it's because it's hatred.
That's how it goes.
We can't just friendly disagree anymore. We just can't.
I usually say the words agree to disagree and we'll leave it at that. But they can't because they're trying, they need you to believe them. And I don't care even if you say you do.
And
Like,
you do
well,
realize
lying.
anybody of those people
You're
that
right,
we've
'cause
been
I just want to
debating
get it on and
against.
get it over with and move on to the next topic.
Yeah, well, anybody that we debate against, they take one look at that flag behind you, they're going to tell you to fuck off or you don't care about your opinion.
All right, what's the next one?
Those
Well,
are
see, that's
all
the
I
good
had.
thing about me is I have said this before to numerous people that have came from me and they talk about, well, Afghan war was nothing, and I'm like, it was nothing to you, but to the men and women who died, and for that behind us is a damn good reason for me. I can give a damn what anyone else thinks and give a damn what anybody else. But we all lost people in that war. We lost what, 2 Ottumwa natives in that war, and then we pull out the way we did. What we die for? Nothing, because we left people there to die that were American.
It became in vain.
Way to go, Biden. Doing a good job.
It became in vain. We just handed it right back over to the enemy. It was
Yeah, but
those last 20 years was for nothing. I
we didn't
agree.
just hand it over. We handed over.
I did agree that
But
we
how
needed
much
to
did
pull
we hand
out.
with it?
The weapons, I know. I did agree that we needed to pull out, but not like that.
Not when you're there. It wasn't organized. It wasn't planned. It was just, hey, we're leaving and leave everything here. Costs more to bring it home. Oh, so you arm the Taliban, so if we come back, equal. Brilliant. Pentagon. Brilliant. Shows you what kind of fruitcakes we have in that place.
Aye.
All right, next topic. Moving on. Or Chief, what you got?
That's all I had.
Yeah, that's all I had tonight. I'm going to have another one in a couple of weeks. I know that.
All right, Chief, you're up. What you got?
It's you.
No one thinks you're a horrible person. They say that
Is
when
they
you
what?
don't.
Huh?
Reach. Oh, really? No one thinks you're a horrible person. They say that when you don't have a respectful retort.
I agree. I agree.
Well, that's the thing. We don't come off as disrespectful in our debates. We don't name call. We don't.
No,
We
I
don't
hear what you're saying.
put people down. We say our piece. We say what we believe in, and people will say, "Okay, you decided to add that in. Um, we don't disagree.
Hold on, and
We just we come from
and
different
I'm not
walks of
going to
life.
rebuttal with what I said, but I am going to say is I don't disrespect anybody that
No,
dis, I just don't disrespect anybody that if they disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect back. You name call me, I'm going to name call you back. That is simple human common sense.
and here's
You
the
want
thing.
to? We
That's
can
you.
have a conversation about name calling. I can do it all day. I do it at
I get
work.
it, but
I
that's
have
you.
conversations with a lot of people that are on the left. We can sit down. We can have. You may not agree with me. I mean, no, they don't have to agree with me. He doesn't have to agree with me. That's where you can have an opinion and just sit down and talk. Two people don't have to agree. No, no, narrative, their first instinct where I'm coming in at. Name call me, I'm gonna name call back. It's just what it's who we are.
Okay.
But try not to do that. I see it more on Facebook than anything else. And you
Right.
can't say, Ghost, I'm not right because you have been done it. I've been down this road. Chief has been down this
I do
road.
my best,
We've
but what
all
I'm
been
doing,
down there. You can make a perfect statement,
but when I
no
do
name
my
calling,
debates,
and
about
we'll
it,
get name called right back.
hold on. I may say someone is ignorant. I may call someone misinformed, but I never actually say you're an idiot, you're stupid. And even when they cuss me out, I don't do it because why? Because if I do it to them, I'm just stupid. Why perpetrate?
Wait, an educator. There's what I'm talking about right there, bud. You can't have a conversation with somebody that is not open. This guy is closed minded. You can tell. I did not say you were uneducated. Now, did I? Did I perform any part of that? No, I did not. What I said, and I will repeat it, and you can even go back in the podcast and double check. What I said was two people cannot have a conversation no matter what, if they're on the left and right, because they cannot have an agreement, because the left, which obviously is Democrat, and yes, I'm a Republican, you can't have a
I
conversation
don't give a
without
fuck.
one person saying they're right or wrong. I have no problem saying when I'm wrong. I have no problem saying when I am right.
But
But
here's the
the
thing.
point I'm trying to make is you don't have to be right or wrong. You can just have a conversation like I'm having right now with you. But you don't have to be uneducated or anything else. It's just
Because it has nothing to do with, and
even
really,
fake news. Even
in
probably
reality,
Fox. You don't really know what's true because I don't know what's true. So for me to sit here and keep trying to profane somebody who just told me that Biden fell down some stairs and there's proof of it. And then you have the White House, of course, saying he didn't. And I'm just saying it looks funny. But
okay,
you have
here's,
some very hard Biden supporters that will argue that it never happened, even with the video proof that is there at hand. And that's where the argument says. And when you say show proof, you show them a clip and they say, well, how do you know that's not made up? So then that's where an argument starts. See what I'm saying, Kyle? It goes into that. If
can I gotta
if
say
there is
something
if
though.
you
And say,
can't have a civilized conversation, then why bring it up, bud? I mean,
okay, I want to say something though.
what?
It really has nothing to do with anybody even being educated or uneducated. It really just comes with different walks of life, different perspectives, and different ways. You only talking about their part in a bad life. You have not. Oh, trust me. You want me to alk about the Republicans? I can do that. I can do that. I'm more Republican, but more independent. But I can do it too.
I could. Yeah, that
Both
was
sides.
actually what tonight's rant. Actually,
And this is why I say stay
my
away
tonight's
from it.
rant
Exactly.
All right, but I want to say this real quick. I'm not going to stay on this topic too long because we've already been on it too long enough already. But I will say this:
I think it's
Ted
just the same
Cruz,
thing.
what the hell is he thinking?
We can
He
look.
did the exact same thing he yelled at the Democrats for doing.
Okay, I'm sitting back and relaxing.
Did you not
And
see that video?
Kyle, here's the thing. Here's
Of
the thing.
himself?
The reason why we're nitpicking it right now, though, is because who's currently sitting. He's currently responsible for this nation. And trust me, we did the same thing when Trump was in. We applauded what was okay. We disapplauded with it. Unfortunately, it was a Democrat who pulled us out of Afghanistan in a horrible manner. It has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. It's who did it, and it was a horrible way of doing it. And the problem, okay, and the problem is that
Agreed.
when people say that you're a horrible person for disagreeing with them, here's the thing. I give them their voice. I let them give me their debate. I welcome a debate. I love a debate. It makes me sharper. I can learn too. And the very first thing I tell anybody is I could be wrong. Because I could be wrong. I don't know everything. All I know is what's going on in my little surroundings right here. And I'm seeing things I don't like, and I mention it. But for people to say to me, I don't go to a Democrat and say, if you don't agree with me, you're a horrible human being. Democrats have said that to me. Now, how Republicans may have said that to Democrats? Probably, but that's not who I am. So we're not saying I'm going to agree with you. There's been great Democrat presidents. Kennedy, Roosevelt, Clinton went without the sexual stuff. I mean, as Bill Clinton, as a president, he was a safe
Name
man.
one.
He was a good. I am naming them.
Name
Thank you.
one.
Kennedy was a good one.
No, he wasn't.
Roosevelt,
No, he wasn't.
You're also a little brainwashed, my friend.
I can give you a list.
I can give you a list of bad
No, I'm
Republican
not.
leaders.
I can give you a list on every accomplishment that they made that was not a good deal.
I'm not saying look, no one's perfect.
That
I'm just saying that both sides have had good presidents and both sides have bad ones. I mean,
all I know is all I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of every president saying, this is what I'm going to do for you. And they do the complete opposite. They hurt you in every way possible. That's all I'm saying. They do nothing good for you. They do nothing good for our government. And why? Because they're a politician. The United States is checks and balances. It's flat out a business. And it needs to be ran like one. And they're not doing it. Yeah,
damn right.
we do this a lot, Kyle. We debate a lot. And
Well,
we
and guess
do
what?
have a lot
We're
of fun
both on
with
the
it.
same side. We're both on the same side. We'll debate. Why? Because we have different.
We do have different points of views, but we
guess
can
what?
do
That's
this
part of being an
and not
American.
get mad, get triggered.
Because we're not little snowflakes.
That happens a lot. The two of them bicker back and forth.
And a lot of people also don't know this. Is also better.
But have you noticed that we're debating and we're not name
But
calling?
yeah, a lot of people don't know. Ghost is also a veteran.
Hence his logo.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Anyway.
You're welcome.
Well, Kyle, we appreciate you. We appreciate you bringing this up so we can talk about it. I mean, this is we welcome this. And see, we're not going to call you. We're not going to call anybody ignorant. Yeah. We welcome this.
Yeah,
this is what we want. I mean, we didn't really want to turn this into a political thing, but you kind of pushed us into that direction.
Yeah, we want people to actually come.
Because here's the thing: one of the guys in our circle of friends is a heavy Democrat.
I don't think you had to push too far. We were already in
We,
the
we have
topic.
we have a friend in our circles that have a Democrat. We just don't talk politics with him because then he gets pissy.
And then you have another that doesn't give a two shits about politics at all.
You know, there is a guy that I used to work for at Walmart. There's a guy I used to work with at Walmart that said there's three things you should never talk about at a dinner table, at Thanksgiving,
Politics,
Christmas, or even at work.
Politics, religion, and what's the third?
Football. Football.
Well, not because football's on the TV. I like to add spice to any political stream. I invade left and right, playing devil's advocate is fun. Fair enough, it is fun. I've done it myself. But you know what,
right?
Kyle, if anything, it keeps us honest.
Hmm?
It keeps us honest, so I will appreciate for that.
We do appreciate you stopping in. And if there's anything you ever want the two of them to bicker back and forth, we have an email on the Facebook page that you can email, and I will make sure it happens. And FYI, for anybody else listening or watching, that email comes directly to my phone.
You have any?
Of course, we've been civil. Think of what side of the coin we are on.
So if you want to send him gay porn, he will be available.
You send me any type of porn, I am forwarding it to Insidious immediately.
Thank you, Kyle. That means a lot.
So, yeah, Kyle, we invite you for any future podcasts, whether we're talking about the rants, whether we're just talking about football, or they're talking about wrestling. Who knows? Yeah, we invite you.
Or we're talking about conspiracy theories.
Yes. You should join us when me and Insidious, we start up our conspiracy theory chats. You might have some fun with that.
And that will be completely random topics as well.
Good night. Good night, Kyle. Yes, have a good Thanksgiving yourself.
What? Yep. You too, Dad. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in. You can always stop in.
Wow. Thank you, Kyle. I think he was the first one to give us. He was the first person to join a live stream, as far as I know, and be part of the conversation. And again, I did not mean for it to go this political because that was one of our rules to keep it out. But it just happened to go in that direction. But he is absolutely right. Me and Insidious cannot be. We can't be the pot that calls the kettle black. We can't just say it's always them. It's always them. It's always them. We make our side. We make mistakes just as well as they do, and that's because you think you're some perfect douchebag. But we love you for it. Huh? Hello?
I said I never said I was perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
But in all the fairness, but he's right. Both sides, we all need to check our balances because the hatred is not on one end; it's on both ends. Both sides make mistakes. I'm not saying you and me have hate. I'm just saying there are people on our side that does.
Yeah.
Come on, I've dealt with horrible sides.
That's what I was going to say about Ted Cruz. He did it.
That's true.
He just did it, and that's what upset me was he complained about bashing. Democrats want to bash and talk about violence, but then Ted Cruz puts out a video about how he's upset with the American people because of how they voted. What? that is like you were talking about just a while back, Ted Cruz. You just shot yourself in the leg. You can't do that. You can't bash one party for doing something literally just did.
Hmm.
And I think that's the problem. They talk about Democrats. Well, didn't he just try that? Ain't that what that video was about? That he didn't get his way? That's playing both sides of the fence. And that's calling the pedal black.
Yep.
That's what I was going to bring up for my rule.
Hey, if this is going to be like a complete
All
off
right, moving on.
topic,
What's our next one? Okay, we're
I
moving
don't
on.
know. You said you had a couple, so go ahead.
I'm thinking my rants would be referring to a lot, actually. And I have one. DoorDash. Why
I don't
is
know.
it I can get alcohol? I can't get a pack of cigarettes? Are you fucking shitting me? Rant over.
Oh, hi, Chief. Hi, Chief. How you doing, Chief? Hi, Chief.
Yeah.
Should we start like? Yep. There's Mike Brady. There's Greg Brady. There's Peter. Uh, all right. I really ain't got no much. So
Yes, I ranted on.
I'm trying to upload something off of the tablet.
uh,
I have another one. I have another one. NFL referees.
no.
Get it.
Insidious. This is not the football chat.
Oh, yes. It's a rant. And it's a rant. Everybody is talking to me that watches NFL. They are sick of making bad calls. And I agree. A lot are actually, even on Twitter, are talking about not watching NFL anymore because the refs are ruining the game. Ghost, your input, please.
Just shut up and let them watch. Just shut up and let them play football. That's how I got a ticket.
Chief, you're up.
Mow.
Oh, hi, too. Or
Chief don't have an opinion. That's two.
Okay, you can go now.
Do that, he kisses pussy. Literally.
all right. Unless you guys got anything else, I'm gonna wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I think Chief and Insidious are going to do a talking football tomorrow night. I'm talking wrestling talk tomorrow night. Me and Insidious will do a talking football Monday night like normal before the holidays, and that's all I got. So
Well, there is one thing. Just give me 2 minutes. I just got to upload something here real quick
Roger that.
because I know I'm going to get an FU for it here in a minute.
And once again, we want to thank Kyle V and the CV for joining us and being part of the podcast. We welcome 'em. Hopefully, we get some more. And I am tired.
Come on.
Oh, what is it?
Insidious, I know there should be more that you said you needed
we
to talk
spend more
about. You
time
said you had a
talking
few.
What Insidious?
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody wants to hear about my.
Hear about what?
No, I'm joking. It has nothing to do with my. I don't think anybody wants to hear about my job, and I said, nah, I can't say that. My work. I like what I do. Ah. The way his Chiefs face froze, it still froze like that, but anyone else that see that, or screenshot it and email it to him. Or Michael's means he's got one too.
No, I never froze. I
Email that
decided
to
to
both
do
of
it.
them because
I
they're
never
both looking
froze. I
at
just
funny at the
decided
moment.
to. I never froze. I decided to sit like that just to make you see funny. See it like this. For the benefit of those for the benefit of those of flash photography, 5-second pose, right?
Well, he's over 5 seconds. Well, now that one there's frozen.
So, do you have anything else Insidious?
There
'Cause I
is
know you're.
one more, I guess.
Hold on. I think I know it.
Schools.
Oh, I need access to that for our football chats. Oh,
That's what I've been working on for the last couple of minutes.
But I like it.
Oh, I figured you would.
But I like it.
No, go ahead.
Cool. We're going to go with schools now. Jumping from one to another. Oh, that's good fun. I do like it though. Schools being the topic of discussion.
And for those listening on Spotify, if you ever hear that sound in another podcast, that is signaling Insidious's conspiracy theory segment, just so you know. Sorry, I had to.
You gotta create another one like
but
that
this
for
isn't a segment.
when we start up our show.
segment-
It says it's conspiracy theories, and then it says with the ghost, like in very small letters, like with.
Right.
It's gonna be his theories. I'm just gonna be ranting with them.
But what else do you have for us tonight?
Schools.
What about school?
How they were a hell of a lot different than we were in
The
school.
history class. Yeah, but this one here goes back to history 101. Should all schools in the states be taught the same in American history?
You don't want me started on schools because then it's going to turn into religion.
Fact of the matter is, when it comes to
This
any
has to
history
do with
class,
American history. Should be states.
when it comes to any history class, whether it's United
Should
States or
also be
world
states,
history, don't
books
sugarcoat it.
Facts.
Don't sugarcoat it.
This
No
ain't being
one
sugarcoated,
was angelic in history.
That's
None
what
of
I'm
the
wanting to know.
races, none of the religions.
For an
Everyone's
example,
got blood on their hands.
I'm going to use this as an example. Why did we get back to religion?
Because you did it.
No, this has
By the
nothing to do
way,
with religion. This is
by the
talking
way,
about
if you want this on our YouTube channel, you have 4 minutes.
Yeah, we probably should wrap it up, though.
Well, I'm getting there. Okay?
Go ahead.
No. I started this. I'm finishing it. I'm going to say this. Southern history of the Civil War in the South is taught differently than the North. Why?
Because there were different perspectives.
But they're reading different history books as well. So this goes back to the whole racist thing I'm talking about. Okay? You can't have the North being taught something else than the South. Because as far as that's concerned, the North and South Civil War is never still in front of us.
I don't know what to
You
tell
see
you,
where I'm
brother.
going?
I do.
Yeah.
Instead of
I mean, it's the
soldiers
same-
fighting, it's us.
I mean, did you know that it's? Did you know that in Germany they don't even teach what happened in the years 1938 to 1945?
I said American history. Why are we talking about Germany?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of places and throughout the world that they omit
I
certain
don't care
things.
what's about.
Oh,
Hmm?
I'm just saying we're no different.
Who cares? All right, let's end it. I got nothing.
I am Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning
Did you
in.
mute
Have a
everybody?
great night.